Good evening and welcome to the November 2016 edition of Curriculum Connection. I'm Medford's Curriculum Director, Laura Lundy. Tonight's focus will be on a district-wide effort to educate our students on how to live a healthy lifestyle free of drugs. In recent years, the Medford School District has collaborated with the Taylor County Drug Opposition Partners Project. Coordinator Lindsay Peterson says that according to a yearly survey of our students, the trend of alcohol use is going down.
Our alcohol use is going down, which is a huge success on the community. I mean, it takes an effort of everybody to do that.
That effort can be seen in our schools. Students in the Medford School District are exposed to many different lessons, activities, and resources as they advance from kindergarten to seniors. High school health teacher Renette Lehman explains.
Our primary focus is on good, healthy decision making, as we use that as our foundation. Then we move into topics such as prescription drugs and appropriate disposal of the prescription drugs through the Taylor County Sheriff's Department. We also talk about stimulant education, depressant drugs, opiates, pain relief, appropriate disposal of them and not sharing them with family members and friends. Obviously, tobacco, smokeless tobacco, alcohol, a number of different things that we do cover.
Middle school guidance counselor Jackie Strick says drug education has changed from school-wide door decorating to more specific grade-level presentations.
We don't do anything completely school-wide anymore. Officer Lang is going to come up with a program for 5th, 6th grade, and then one for 7th and 8th grade that he's going to do weekly, monthly, however that turns out looking, with regard to drugs, alcohol, and tobacco. Last year we had the game warden, the police officer, Amos Balsis, the drug officer from town, come in and talk to all of the 8th graders. We also add in their internet safety. We're doing meth presentations in November now for Meth Awareness Month.
Mrs. Strick believes that this kind of education works with kids.
I'm a firm believer that if you plant a seed, it could potentially grow, but if you never plant it, it has no chance of growing. So that's kind of the philosophy that we take here is we are going to educate, give them some information, give them some things to think about, and hopefully when they're in the heat of the moment sometime and they have a choice to make, do I or don't I, hopefully some little light will go on and say, I should at least pause and rethink this and use some of the knowledge that I have.
For many years, the Medford and Stetsonville elementary schools have participated in Red Ribbon Week in November. Medford behavioral specialist Shelley Waller says they're trying something new this year.
And what we have decided to do this year is we have provided the students with an activity booklet, Be Smart and Say No to Drugs. This booklet will provide awareness to the students so they're able to make better choices when they're faced with using drugs. These activities help our students be prepared to make a better choice when someone possibly confronts them to use drugs. They'll have a better understanding of what the drugs will do to their bodies and that it's not a healthy choice for them.
A new club at the high school now offers healthy, fun opportunities for students. Raiders Club member Ben Lindgren and Madeline Brost explains how the club works.
Raiders Committed is a club that anyone in the school can join, and it's for anyone who wants to be committed to their activities, who wants to perform the best in their activities. And we're open to any person in the school. They can just come to our meetings and we'll welcome them in. And we just give them tips on how to live a healthy lifestyle, sleep and nutrition, the importance of that, and have events for all people in the school that make them involved in healthy things.
Try and promote it so you don't have to necessarily be in the club to feel the effects from it. So we try and hold events that anybody can come to, like after basketball games. Like last year we had a fun night after a basketball game, and we had a movie night after a hockey game. And it started through Life of an Athlete, which they came to school and gave us a bunch of facts on drugs and how they're bad.
We wanted to just have activities open for kids so that they wouldn't be going to parties or, drinking, doing other things that are bad for them. When, if they're here and their friends are here, they're being involved in good things and they're not going out and making bad choices.
I'd say it's fairly effective. I mean, we get a lot of turnout at our events, and there's a lot of people that come to the meetings. So I mean, it's been doing pretty good. And I think it's starting to make a change in our school.
When a solid curriculum is coupled with strong community support, the effect is even greater.
The more discussions that the children have on what are the better choices to keep them healthy will increase their odds of making a better choice as they grow up.
With the community, they're doing a fantastic job in a leadership role with drug education. First and foremost, I think of the Taylor County Restorative Justice Program, and then bringing the car that shows the impact of drinking and driving up to the high school and allowing students during homecoming week to view that as they've done in the past. The Taylor County Drug Opposition and their information that they're sharing with the opiate use and narcotic use in our community. The campaign at graduation time with the parents that host lose the most. Those are all things that I think as parents and as community members, that the more we see things, the more we recognize that we, if there is an issue, that we are aware of it and that we're out there, and that the community is doing a great job of working together.
The famous quote, "It takes a village," certainly applies to drug education. And according to Peterson, that education and partnership is working.
Our schools are good schools. The majority of students are good students. They're not doing drugs, they're not doing, drinking. They do well in classes. There are a few students who have gotten in trouble with alcohol and other drugs, and that's the kind of population that we want to get ahead of. We still like to continue to do education so they know the dangers and the effects on their bodies and their brains. But otherwise, for the most part, the majority of students are excellent students.
For Curriculum Connection, I'm Laura Lundy.